So I really feel like there's no solid way to put an end to concussions happening because they're inevitable. No matter what sport you're gonna play, you have a risk of getting a concussion, and they're kind of just so hard to avoid, and so I feel like a lot of the times parents and coaches uh need to realize this, or mainly parents need to realize this. And if they don't want this happening to their kid, if they don't want them having a chance of getting a concussion, uh, it just comes down to not putting them into sports at all because, like I said, it's gonna happen no matter what. There's really no solid solution in order to prevent concussions from happening. Concussions have been happening ever since sports started. We looked at the stats for football, and it's just like so much trauma to the brain can just cause the brain to have awful effects. So, like I said, there's really no set thing to help end concussions. Although you can reduce it, um, I think the main thing and really the only way to be able to reduce the numbers of concussions is being able to uh, teach the athletes about concussions and the seriousness of what will happen if not treated to or tend to correctly. And I also feel like, for example, for football, um, being able to teach the athletes how to tackle correctly is a huge factor in reducing the numbers of concussions. A lot of the times, I know football just is such an aggressive sport, but you got to be able to teach this and infiltrate it into the sport because it'll help reduce the numbers. Um, Also, I feel like being able to better understand concussions can help. Teaching athletes and even coaches just what concussions are, how to tend to concussions, how to avoid them, and even showing showing giving the coaches classes to take to help do these things and to help show the athletes ways to avoid and ways to tend to them and whatnot. This can go a long ways help reducing that number, but like I said, concussions are always going to be around as long as sports continue, just because it's just such like pretty much every sport is a contact sport, so you're bound to get a concussion with whatever sport you play. I mean, there is some that really aren't contact, but you can it's just hard to have a set way to reduce concussions because, like I said, they're just always gonna happen and be there. But for the most part, just teaching athletes and coaches about concussions and the seriousness of them will really help and reduce that number a lot.